Now, as you guys know, space is more intended for not only our mental health, but our mental state at all times. It's supposed to be an open platform for anybody to come and publish their stories, and for the first time ever, we're trying to publish these stories to show the future generations that, hey, it's okay. You know, you can read about what we went through, what we were feeling, not only mental health problems or awareness, but just sheer mental state. Right, and we started with the inaugural piece called I Just Want to Be Alone. And it goes like this. I can't really explain it, to tell you the truth. It's been like this for a while now, and I don't see it ending in the near future. I just don't have any transparent words for it. It's like I'm all by myself, and it just feels right and wrong at the same time. The issue isn't that I don't want to see anyone, not the fact that I don't want to socialize or keep in contact with much of my friends. It's just that something inside of me feels at peace being home. I haven't spoken to anyone or even attempted to. People sometimes fear the worst, and I assure them that I am not dejected or depressed. Maybe I am at the time. Maybe I'm at the time of my life where I need to find my true self. What my friendship and love means to everyone else. My entire life being the center of attention and having the spotlight, it just didn't feel right. I just feel like I was some sort of circus act to everyone. I had some sort of obligation to entertain, or I had no value, no friends. The same people who enjoyed my company are the same people who never reached out to me in my times of need. It felt like they would just have me wait to see what joke came out of my mouth next without ever trying to find out what it was in my heart. Maybe, just maybe, that is why I have sealed off the rest of the world. Don't get me wrong, the few people I keep in contact with, rarity, they will always be there for me. But for the hundreds and what seems like thousands that genuinely never got to know the real me, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm sorry to all my family and friends that have been avoiding the weddings, the gatherings. I'm sorry I never came. I have to figure out why this is happening before I can come out once more. Find out what I mean to people. I hope one day they can understand. Now, this piece in particular is such an important piece, and I'm so glad that someone was courageous and brave enough, and I know who it is, and I guess they want to stay anonymous, so I'll keep it that way. But you know, I related to this in such a great manner because, you know, being a class clown, being the center of attention, in the beginning I thought it was all, you know, cool and fulfilling. You know, I would just spew out joke after joke after joke after joke. And what happened was that people would just gravitate towards me. You know, they wanted to be near me. They wanted to hear what I would say, see what I would do, because it was just pure entertainment for them. And don't get me wrong, I didn't feel like, I was being used or anything like that. But there came a time and point in my life where the only conversations we ever had were literally in that joking manner. Like, I could never come to that person for a serious thing, or imagine coming to that person for a serious manner. And it just felt so wrong that I had all these people around me, and every time they would come near me, it was almost like exactly like this post. They would wait for me to say something. Yet they would always ask me how I am doing, but they would never, you know, dive into it a little bit. Because there are two types of people. One type of people who ask you how are you just out of courtesy, and the other, they know something's wrong with you. And those are your true friends. And you know, your true friends are not the ones who are always there waiting for you to make them smile. You know, I have a ton of friends who are hilarious. They should be stand-up comedians. I tell them all the time. But you know what makes them special is that every time they are doing this comedy kind of skit and trying to garner center of attention, I know something's wrong. I know that is their way of hiding or subconsciously putting away what challenges or difficulties they're facing. So I know right then and there that something's really wrong, and I keep asking them. But I have dealt with this so many different times, and I cannot even tell you guys how badly I can relate to this. And not just me, a ton of people, where people just want them around them for themselves to have a good time rather than you guys generally have a good time. And sometimes I completely agree with this post. Sometimes you just have to be alone. You just have to be alone to find out who you are, who the people around you are, and who really, really means something to you. You know what I mean? And like I said before, words cannot describe how beautiful this post is, and just how important this type of post is to shine a light on something like this. Because I know not a lot of people talk about this. So for this to be our inaugural post is nothing but an honor for me, because it's time we shine a light about this, right? You know, find out what your real value is. So I really want to thank the person who sent this, and I am going to send them a thank you letter. And guys, look out for another publishing in space, talking about our mental state and mental health. Thank you so much.